Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested.
Damn.
Yeah, Sean Diddy Combs was ordered held without bail Tuesday after he was charged with sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Combs pled not guilty to the charges in federal court in New York City. So they done got this man in New York City. And you know what's crazy is they said none of the crimes took place that he's being charged for in New York City. But yet and still, New York City is bringing about the charges. Ain't that crazy? They
aggressively moved in on this case and wanted to actually seize it. But also a fun fact to know is that the New York City Department has been in, they've oversaw Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein.
Bill Cosby, right?
Bill Cosby. And also another gentleman, I can't remember his name, but basically this is what they do.
Yeah, basically New York said, we're going to bring your ass down. Prosecutors sought detention for Combs, arguing that he poses an ongoing and significant danger to the community, has repeatedly engaged in obstructive conduct, and presents a serious risk of flight. Now I understand the serious risk of flight, but to say that this man is a significant danger to the community, I would agree, but I would think that if you're bringing about the charges and you want to detain him and not give him a bail, that I would hope that he wasn't doing none of this stuff while the investigation is going on. But I guess they saying, no, we think he gonna have more Diddy parties. That's what the prosecutors in New York City are saying. Listen, they took 1,000 bottles of baby oil. They saying we don't trust this nigga on the streets.
You know what the crazy thing is?
What?
As a heterosexual male, I've never bought a bottle of lube.
Yeah.
I've never needed a bottle.
Because the coochie get wet on his own.
So
Booty is dry. Booty is dry. And that's why you need 1,000 pounds. Because if you're doing 72 hours worth of freak offs, they said 72 hours. 72 hours is a long time.
To be in somebody's ass.
Yeah. You gonna need 1,000. That 1,000 bottles of baby oil probably was just from one day.
That's a lot of.
Yeah.
You can't go from room to room with that kind of bottle of baby oil.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He want that booty hole to feel like coochie. That's what he want. Just a lubricant. And baby oil is very slippery. So I know some of it got on the floor. Now they slipping on dick. It's crazy.
But you know what's so crazy? I think that the court is looking at it like, and this is one of the reasons why they denied bail, is because one of the young ladies that used to be in a group.
Yeah.
With
Don Richards.
Well, her partner in that group, Mrs. Harper, said that she was contacted over 104 times by Diddy.
Yeah, trying to persuade, probably.
Trying to persuade.
Coerce.
To
be on his side.
So,
what do they call it when you try to give somebody money?
Well, I think that's negotiations, right? Yeah.
No, they have it like if you try to give a police officer money, it's a specific term that's used for that.
Well, damn, we listen.
Anyways, we just know that Diddy is shady.
Shady as hell.
Yeah, but Diddy's attorney says he's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. We saw the video of him beating Cassidy's ass, okay? We have seen the videos throughout the years. What the hell is he trying to clear?
Well, you know the crazy thing is that everyone keeps bringing up Cassie regarding a racketeering, prostitution, and sex trafficking.
Yeah.
So they're trying to put 3 charges on him.
Absolutely.
So my question is Cassie the only culprit or person associated with this whole culprit crime?
No, Diddy seemed like he just probably is racking up. You think he ain't got victims everywhere? I mean, even 50 Cent's baby mama was mentioned in some court cases, and then he also had, Carisha, Young Miami. So I don't know what their experience was, but listen, a leopard doesn't change his stripes. Okay? So with that being said, if he did it to these women, I think that he possibly could have did it to the women that he's currently been involved with.
Now, the head prosecutor recently said that with him actually being able to arrest Diddy, they could have arrested him months ago after post-raid, but they wanted to actually build the investigation, and they knew that if they arrested him too soon, that it would kind of interfere with more people who are involved in this criminal organization.
Yeah.
Because basically what they're
it's
saying
not an
is,
organization.
yes, that's what they're saying. They're saying that Combs Enterprises has been operating as an organization and operation for sex trafficking. So as you can see, people, for the last week, we've had so many CEOs opt out of their position in respectful roles at companies.
Wow, that is crazy because several people have just started to step down. Okay, but we do have the video. TMZ was able to obtain the video because Diddy was arrested in the hotel in New York City. And let's watch the video. It's no sound to it. So basically we see Diddy walking in. We see two white men with white t-shirts on. And when white men come in with white shirts like that, button-ups, and they not tucked in black pants, they mean business. They about to take your ass down. They walk him away, and you see his entourage didn't even get anywhere close to what was going on. Seemed like they pulled him off to the side, maybe to the back, to put the handcuffs on him, you know, and then they walked him back out through the hotel lobby with the handcuffs. His entourage is nowhere to be found. They said, yeah, Diddy, you're going to have to take this one on your own. But Diddy walks out, a little step. It sounds like they got to call the truck over because New York City is big on tickets and shit like that. They don't care. Them parking people don't care if you are the FBI. If you are illegally parked, they will give you a ticket. So you can see Diddy had to actually like wait for the truck to come over. We're now outside of the hotel room and he's in the handcuffs. Very, very, very conspicuous. You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like they treated Diddy on his arrest like they treat a mass shooter. Mass shooters, this is the type of respect that they give a mass shooter.
Absolutely.
Like they take them and they handle them with care. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped by, McDonald's and got him a cheeseburger on the way to the jail. Or that famous cheesecake that he was making people walk for. But they treated him like a mass shooter, maybe because he technically is a mass shooter. Not with a gun, but with dick, you know?
And also, let's just add that it's been rumored that he has been an FBI informant for quite some time.
So wow. So
they are arresting someone that they previously probably had a relationship with, right?
Oh, so they're treating him with care. So if this is true, allegedly he was or is a FBI informant, and they're treating him with care because guess what? Sometimes you ain't gonna tackle your friends and beat them up and hustle them. But it seemed like Diddy really knew this was coming because I think he knew the arrest. I think with his attorneys and people like that, high-powered attorneys and the prosecutors, they let you know that you're gonna be arrested. You know, because this was too timely. This was like, yo, we're meeting here at 5:00 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, arrested. It wasn't like he didn't seem shocked. His entourage knew to stand down. So I felt like this was more so scheduled, they wanted a little publicity. They knew TMZ was going to get the footage.
But to your point, though, he was actually supposed to turn himself in the next day.
Oh, so they came and got his ass early.
They came and got him early. He was actually supposed to report. That's why he's been in New York for the last 2 weeks. Now, keep in mind, on the last podcast, we discussed him meeting up with G-Dep and G-Dep's energy. Now, one thing I know about people who are about to go to prison, who's never touched prison, they want to know what is it like.
Yeah. What is it like?
What is it like?
I think prison is going to be a lot like those freak off parties, just no baby oil.
And no women.
But I don't think he needed those anyway. So moving on.
All right. So with that being said, Diddy has been placed, and I want to give courtesy and to TMZ for this, breaking this news. Diddy has been placed on routine suicide watch at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, and Diddy stated, I'm not suicidal, but they put me on suicide watch. Shut up. Who the hell told you to give a statement? You still talking.
Yeah,
at this time, it's time to just be quiet. And routine, the word routine means this is something that they normally do. His attorneys claim Diddy was strong, healthy, confident, and focused on his defense. People are placed on suicide watch when it is believed that they exhibit warning signs indicating that they may be at risk of committing bodily harm or purposely killing themselves. Okay? So I think that just with the case itself and what happened to Epstein, I think it's just routine to put them on suicide watch. This doesn't mean that they actually thought Diddy was going to commit suicide. He seemed too arrogant because the last thing I stated from his attorney, he's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. He acting like he Johnny Depp. Remember Johnny Depp and Ashley Heard?
Oh, man.
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard. How could I forget? That was one of the most saddest cases ever.
Yeah, man. Like he acting like he Johnny Depp in this case. Like, I'm about to clear my name. We saw the video. We've seen little crumbs, the other pre-freak-offs. You haven't, you got people, you laying in the bed with Aaliyah, and I think she was underage.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah, you have beds, just big-ass bed. What are you clearing?
Well, the lawyer is doing what he's supposed to do, right?
Lie.
He's supposed to lie.
He's supposed to lie.
He's supposed to make sure his client is supposed to lie. Be the most innocent client he's ever represented. Every time. So he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Sound like the attorney was at one of them freak off parties, okay? And he know the loopholes to get your ass off the freak ass charges. Okay, so let's get back to suicide watch. What is suicide watch? It's continuous observation. So they're just watching you. Number 2 is frequent check-ins. Number 3, restricted access. Number 4, supportive environment. And number 5, ongoing assessment. If I went to jail, I want to be on suicide watch. You know why? Because guess what? You ain't got to worry about them other inmates because they're going to seclude you away from everybody else. And you're going to be basically, restricted access. So that means people can't just have access to you, right? You're restricted. You're confined. People are checking on you. So it's not like you in the hole. You got somebody to actually come talk to and stuff like that. You basically in a cell by yourself. You want to be on suicide watch.
I disagree.
Because if they know about all that baby oil, it's booty time up in there.
I disagree though, Dab.
Why?
It's a different perspective. Only reason I say that I'm concerned about Diddy in this case with his suicide watch is because, okay, you put me in a restricted access area. The only people that can access is the correctional officers, right?
Oh, so that means no witnesses.
No witnesses. And with the intel, they've confiscated over 90 cell phones and 30 laptops between both homes. And all that footage.
They can even fake a suicide on you.
They can fake a suicide on you.
No witnesses.
No witnesses. And keep in mind,
I didn't think about that.
The only way they can prevent all these celebrities who were a part of these freak-offs from coming out is if he is no longer present to stand trial. Ooh. So Diddy actually got to watch his back.
And that's maybe why it was all in all caps. I'm not suicidal, but they put me on suicide watch, which means it's cryptic, which says they trying to kill me.
It's been doubt that Jeffrey Epstein hung himself.
So, I mean, it's been alleged that he's still alive.
Come on now.
But we don't know.
We don't know. But Diddy, watch your back, man. I mean, listen, I know you've been doing a lot of slippery shit. Excuse my language, but we praying for you.
I'm not praying for you, Diddy. I believe that when you have certain actions in life, it should be certain consequences. So with that being said, it seemed like a lot of black men are going to stand with you and think that maybe you was trying to buy NBC or Sony or some shit. That because that's every black man's whole little rhetoric. Oh my God, I bet Diddy was trying to buy Warner Brothers and they trying to take him down. No, he's a freak. He been a freaky 69 guy. And we've seen it. He had Meek Mill in a matching designer shirt. Not a shirt with a logo to support a charity, a matching designer shirt. Okay? He was behind Diddy saying, "Hey, daddy," in the pool. We've seen it, guys. You seen the way he stumped out Cassie. Okay? So with that saying, I'm not praying for Diddy, and I'm not wishing you luck. Moving on.